Another day has arrived, and we are still in the same place of disarray. Hope is in the distance. I can see a tiny glimpse of light, just a tiny, tiny light. It is there, I know it. I can feel it in my heart. I have prayed for it for oh so long. I know that it is coming our way. Tomorrow may not arrive. Yesterday has gone, but this I know. Today is gonna turn out just right. Colonel Chris is a ray of sunshine. He has arrived just in time to keep that tiny light in the horizon still burning bright. Our prayers are being answered, so don't despair. Someone we can trust, which has been a long time coming when our hopes were shattered. He is that tiny bright light in the distance. Tomorrow may not arrive. I can feel it in my heart. I have prayed for it for oh so long. I know that it is coming our way. Tomorrow may not arrive. Yesterday has gone, but this I know. Today is gonna turn out just right. Colonel Chris is a ray of sunshine. He has arrived just in time to keep that tiny light in the horizon still burning bright. Our Colonel Chris is a ray of sunshine. He has arrived just in time to keep that tiny light in the horizon still burning bright. Our prayers are being answered, so don't despair. Someone we can trust, which has been a long time coming when our hopes were shattered. He is that tiny bright light in the distance.
But he found a way, and now he's back. He's standing on the deck. Yeah, he's back, and he's earned the respect. Oh, 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 hear the people cheer. The peacemaker is finally here, making waves from sea to sea for the future of you and me. From Tokyo to the shorelines, he's signing deals and reading the signs. They said no way. He's the negotiator, he's the one they call. Standing strong and standing tall, he's bringing all the power back home, back home. Oh, 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 hear the people cheer. The peacemaker is finally here, making waves from sea to sea for the future of you and me. From Tokyo to the shorelines, he's signing deals and reading the signs. They said no way, but he's showing them how. Look at him now. Look at him now. Ooh, look at him now.
Good evening, folks. Good morning for those in South Africa. Welcome back to the program. Chris live in central Pennsylvania for the Night Owls program. Tonight, the focus is on Donald Trump and the Trump administration's limiting the number of refugees entering this country, putting America first, not the rest of the world, which is what President Trump promised to do. So we'll get to that in just a moment. Welcome back. That was The Peacemaker. What a great song that was, man. Pretty awesome, huh? Really enjoyed that one. Yeah, so Trump, the South Koreans gave him a crown, right? And the the left is all upset about no kings. Well, Trump now has a crown. Will Trump wear his crown? I don't know. We'll see. All right, let's brighten it up in here. Keep smiling, folks. There we go. That's a little bit better. Good evening. How you all doing out there? I've just published my latest video. I had one more I was going to get to, but this one I just got to. I had to go to the Veterans Organization earlier, then got a little bit of din-din, had some dinner, Indian tonight. And so I didn't get a chance to publish that earlier. Hopefully tomorrow I'll have some time to myself, get a lot of things done. That's the plan, unless the world goes crazy. But anyway, for once, I should have a little bit of time for myself. No medical appointments, no consulting, no crises emerging that I'm aware of, no deadlines of anything I owe anybody. My Truth Report video is out there. If you are not a subscriber to Truth Report, which I suspect all of you already are, I still ask you to go subscribe to it so we can get to 100,000 subscribers on the 31st, which it already is in South Africa. Now, Rob Hersolf didn't say whether the first includes Pacific Daylight Time, which would mean we've got another 27 hours because it's 3 hours behind here, 28 hours actually, and that would be good. But he's offered to pay for part of my flight if we get them there, but we're not there. I did release a video on Truth Report today, and that video, we're 600 away. That video, let's see how it's doing now. 8,300. So, all right. Well, there you go. Who's this? What's this? Truth Report and what? Truth Report and... Okay. All right. So it's a collab. I never did the collab before, so now it's listed as a collab. That's pretty cool. So people know about my channel as well. Right. We've got, my eyes are a little bit out of it tonight, folks. I'm going to have to give in to these little reading glasses. Jean Coetzee, Jacob. Hey, Jacob, what's up? Sean Velgemont, Willem Erasmus. Been here a long time. Rhino Girls back, Stephen Krevenstein. Hendo, our moderator extraordinaire and OG original gangster. Other than Arctic, I can't think, and Dylan Combrick, Arctic, Dylan, I can't think of who's here almost all the time that's been here since the early days. Erica is taking a break right now, so she's not here, but she'll be back. Vilma Rass has been around a very long time, too. She may be an OG from, I don't recall the date she started watching. Angelique, Kratos, Elsa, Ronel Osthuizen, Angelique, Dogzilla's here. Welcome, Dogzilla. Kathy Price, our music generator. Yes, and thank you guys for giving me a few minutes. I appreciate your patience. I had to finish that video and get it up. So I'll be losing some critical time here. It's early morning in South Africa, and I want to catch that as people get up to go to work to watch that video before they go to work. Luna Eve, welcome to you. Arnold Neveling, Chris Marie Besidenhout, welcome. See, who else? Angelique, USA 2025, thank you. And you're giving Bible verses. Who else got there? Gina Mulmont, hello to you. And Delmarie Mostart. Again, to the Colonel Mods and all around, beautiful planet, birds chirping here. Wow, that's cool. Lots of rain. We had rain here earlier today, too. Alex 44066, that's a really cool zip code, isn't it? 44066. Good evening to you. Malcolm Clotty, Dogzilla. Pics of Chris. Dogzilla just likes to, he just wants to be blocked on the channel for being an ass. Just wants to be blocked on the channel for being an ass. Suzanne Stein. Beyond the Mainstream, hello to you. Dirk Kutsia. Hey, Dirk. Folks, Dirk Kutsia opened up his wallet in a big way to help out Charles Van Olsen and his backup buddy, which now has almost 40,000 of the 80,000 rand that he needs in order to get his medical procedure. But the Sunnyside detective said medical care is free. It's available. I mean, she got free care. Good for her. Thank goodness. I mean, we wouldn't want to begrudge her that. But wow, she got free medical care. But I know lots of South Africans that haven't gotten that free medical care. So I stand by my position that South Africa's state-run medical care is inept and racist. I stand by that. Gary Warren says, well done. The left are seething. Well, you know, the left are going to spin this, though, Gary. Oh, just 7,000. But the left in America are seething because we're not letting in Burmese and Congolese and Siamese and Dizzies. We're not letting that in, so they're losing their minds. Yes, Xavier Grayling, hello. Yes, I'm ripping. I'm just spitting facts like bullets, man. Oh my word, the media's blowing up about this cap, and it's so unfair and racist. Of course they are. Of course they are. But it wasn't racist when we only let brown people in the country and we neglected poor white people suffering from oppression in South Africa or elsewhere for over the years. No, it wasn't racist then. When white farmers were being murdered in Zimbabwe and our government looked the other way, it wasn't racist then, to not let those folks in. Anyway, Carlos Freitas, Sean Nadir, Karen Hernevald, Fonz is here. Fonz, are you excited? There's no chance. I guarantee you this weekend, prediction, Fonz, the Sharks will not lose this weekend. Because they're not playing. Oh, ouch. That was hot. Joey Van Vyk, welcome to you. Xavier, how can a cat be more newsworthy than patients saying it's dying in hospital because there hasn't been eaten for 3 weeks? What? Xavier, I can't. Jack up, Arnold Neveling, happy Halloween. Yeah, Halloween, but we didn't have it in many communities here in central Pennsylvania because the rain today. It was postponed for the kiddies to get their free candy tomorrow. Yep. Man alive, my spell. Yeah, it is. Dude, I have no idea what the hell you were writing. Petrus Fonda Linda, welcome to you as well. All righty. Come back. Okay. Where's it? Come on. There we go. All right, Malcolm Cloty's here. How's the boat? Henry Fouché. And then Rena Watts says, good day. Well, beautiful morning. Yes, beautiful morning. I would nominate Chris for the Nobel Prize, Honest Journalism, if there's such a category. Well, there are Pulitzer Prizes for that. Yep. Not bad spelling, just okay. Paul Stapleberg, good morning to you. Have a great day. Well, that was quick, Paul. Good to see you be here and gone already. But Gail, welcome to you. All right, Sue, good morning to you. Stefan, it's already 4 p.m. Friday afternoon where I am. Oh, really? 4 p.m. Friday afternoon. You must be... Where the hell are you at? 4 p.m. Ah, you're in Australia. Really? Or are you in the ocean? Because Sydney, it's 2 p.m. Are you on the Gold Coast? Here comes a super chat. Morning, Colonel. Nonstop rain since Monday. Okay, Dory Smith, Kathy, the world's already crazy. Yes. Fake News Station 72 just reported on the 5 a.m. news that the refugee program is only for white South Africans. It's not. 99,400, Vilma. I looked. It says 400. Maybe they're just rounding up. I don't know if Rob can round up, Dirk. And then Xavier Grayling. Wow, so many of the usuals here already. Yeah, exactly. It's kind of fun. I enjoy this one. I mean, guys, this is a huge, I'm not complaining. This is a huge commitment for me. I could be reading, writing, relaxing, resting. And of course, remember that coming on at 11 p.m. doesn't mean this is when I started. I started working on this at 8 p.m. And I came back from the veterans place at 7:30. So I was eating while I was working. Really didn't take any time off. So, you don't just pop on here. Anyway, I mean, maybe somebody does. I don't. I put work into this effort. What else? Leslie Ann Moon, Letitia DeBrune, Alex, Tom Pultenay, Fonz, Shelley Pollock, Dirk Kotsia with a super chat. Ooh, is Arctic here? Wow. If the rest of the Wyatt Army can help get the fund to 80% of the target, I will donate the final 20% for those that can help or haven't already donated. Please help Charles to get healthy so he can get his family to the U.S. Wow, Dirk, that is unbelievably generous. And you just gave me €100. Wow, 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 wow. Okay, I got to save that so that we can ask people to do that tomorrow, because I don't expect Dirk to come on here and give €100 every time we're trying to promote that. So let me just save that image so I've got it for tomorrow, okay? There we go. I'll save that for when we have a much bigger audience tomorrow. Wow, Dirk, that's unbelievable. Wow, obviously Dirk's kindness and generosity, but he's obviously must have been touched by Charles's plight. Very kind of you. Thank you so much for that. And Dogzilla is accepting the challenge. So please, let's go see where we're at. We were at 39,000 last time I looked. 39,484. Let's see if that thing has nudged up a little bit since then. So, come on. Slow back, buddy. It's still there. Okay. Sorry, Skuman's the last one donated. So, 11 days left, and we're almost at halfway. So, 80,000, so 60,000 would mean, so 21,000 is what we got to give. If people can donate another 21,000 Rand to that fund, then Dirk is committed to paying the last 20,000. Wow, that's incredible. That's incredible. Which is another $1,000. That's just unbelievable. Well, Platinum Bear Zeta, you're welcome for my effort. Hey, there's George. There's an OG, an original gangster. Yeah, it's my pleasure, although I take a lot of grief for it. But yeah, you're very welcome. But it's the audience. And there's some truly, I have met some incredible people by doing this. And that's one of the reasons why I continue it, even though, as Alana showed us earlier, YouTube is clearly shadow banning me. For those of you who weren't here before, I'm going to show that video, okay? Yeah, I'm going to play that right now. It's a couple minutes long. Alana sent this video earlier to me through WhatsApp. Where is it at? Oh, I hate this. It doesn't refresh even the most current. She made a video of what's going on when she tries to watch my channel. So this is from Alana, okay? Okay. And I want you to watch this, and you'll see some of you experience this, okay? So she keeps getting unsubscribed by YouTube, and her history of watching my videos isn't there. It's insane. It's absolutely insane. This is the devious nonsense they go to. And this happens to lots of people. Someone tried to say, well, you got to uninstall the app. Why would you have to uninstall the application and reinstall it or delete cookies? No, this is just evil. And this is what's been going on for ages. And this is why there's been a massive drop off in the viewership and then, of course, the revenue to my channel. And, that's really sad that they do that, because, quite frankly, I could use 150,000 people watching my videos, sitting through the ads, suffering through the ads to generate revenue, because I'm not getting paid tomorrow. So that would have been cool. Yeah, but no, this is what happens. So this is a video Alana made about her YouTube account and how she can't find me on YouTube, even though she's a subscriber, over and over again.
Hello, Colonel Chris. I just wanted to show you this. So this is my only account, the only YouTube account that I have, the only place that I watch YouTube videos from, my Alana Roots account. If I look at my view history, none of your videos are here. I subscribed to your channel. I've been unsubscribed.
Now, one thing we know is Alana likes sharks. She's into sharks. Look at all the videos she watched.
The view history of your videos have all been deleted. I like every one of your videos. All the likes have been taken away. As you can see here, there's none of your videos here. Every like on your videos have been removed. My subscription has been removed. This is the 4th time I've been unsubscribed, and the likes have been removed. I can give you details of details of things within your videos to show that I've watched your content. So I've yet again, for the 4th time, I've been unsubscribed. you know that if a video has been watched, there will be a red line here. All right, I haven't watched this one, but all of the videos from here on downwards, I have watched, and I have liked every single video. You can see there are no red lines to show that I've watched them. And I can show you the likes have been removed. It's easier to show you on the shorts.
Good evening, South Africa and folks around the world. Welcome back. This is Chris in Central Pennsylvania. Hello, folks. Welcome back. This is Chris in Central Pennsylvania. Apparently today...
There's no like on the shorts as well.
During his confirmation
No
hearing,
like.
If you
I watch every single one of your videos, every single live, even if it's belatedly, every single short, every single video. None of them shows up as watched in my watched history. I've been unsubscribed as well, as I said. I noticed this because I went to your account details to check the email address to make sure that the email I sent is going to go to the right email address about trying to help Maz, your moderator, with her clinical trial information. Thank you for facilitating the contact detail sharing there as well. I'm just surprised and quite shocked. I don't understand why YouTube does this. There's none of my view history or my likes are here, and I've been unsubscribed as well. There, I've resubscribed. Keep well, Colonel Chris.
First off, out of the gate, I got to say this, Alana. You watch all of my videos. Thank you. Thank you very much. That's very kind of you. And contrary to what Dogzilla is saying, it has nothing to do with an algorithm. Algorithms don't take away likes. Algorithms don't unsubscribe you. Active measures by YouTube do that. The only people they should be unsubscribing are dormant accounts that haven't been used over a period of time, like 3 or 5 years. This is total BS. And I've been saying it for years that it's happening, and there's your proof. It has nothing to do with an algorithm. The algorithm is what determines what videos they promote, what is the attention-getting things, the types of thumbnails, the descriptions, the way that you do your content, how successful. If you had a very big performer, then you're going to be promoted and hopefully get another big performer if you have consistent content. That's what the algorithm does. That's utter nonsense, Dogzilla. The algorithm has nothing to do with your app, nothing to do with your subscriptions, nothing to do with your likes, and sure as hell, nothing to do with your viewing history. Even if Alana had been unsubscribed, her viewing history should still be present. She should be able to see the videos that she just watched yesterday. It's not there. My browsers don't do that. They don't delete my history unless I remove myself. She's not the first person that's brought this to my attention. She is the first person to kindly spend time making a video about it, which I'm very grateful for. And also, thank you so much for watching all of my videos. And you're definitely a shark conservation enthusiast. Yeah, so... And it's the notifications, exactly. To what end? What am I saying that is illegal? What am I saying that is immoral? What am I saying that is simply wrong? Not a damn thing. Not a damn thing. All I'm doing is calling out the frauds. All I'm doing is exposing politicians and corrupt people who deprive you of your liberty, of your money, of your happiness. That's all I do. But apparently, I'm hitting too close to home. This is why, ladies and gentlemen, you must be in the WhatsApp group for the channel, but that's only going to help 1,025 people. More importantly, you should be in one of the Telegram groups, and you always get the link. Yes, Rhino Girl, it seems like the truth is illegal, and it has been illegal. Remember, folks, my original channel was removed over a video that did not exist. You cannot make this horse manure up. You cannot fabricate the stories that have happened to me and to other content creators who are centrist or center-right. My original channel was removed over a video that did not exist. A video that I had deleted a full month prior after getting a bogus second strike, and I could see that these people couldn't be reasoned with. A month later, they removed my channel. And when I wrote back and said, but that video doesn't exist, they said, it's on our server. And I said, well, really? I deleted it. Why is it still on your server? Because they retain everything. Everything is retained on YouTube. They don't delete anything. That's how I got my channel back 23 months later, after the scumbag who died from cancer left the company. Susan Woes, whatever the hell her name was. Yeah, they just, this is It's unbelievable. Now, I would suggest you go on Patreon. I have Patreon, but Patreon isn't a broadcast site unless something's changed. Let me see. Patreon. Unless it's changed a lot. I thought I had a Patreon account. I guess it's not showing up here because I have to deal with it later on. Yeah, there's my email. I have a Patreon account. There's my password. Just came up. Yeah. But Patreon, I can only link to my videos before. Can I put videos on here now? Unpublish your page. Okay. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Connect to YouTube. Okay, let me do that real quick. Yeah, my Patreon, because I hadn't used it, so. Patreon, trust Patreon. Okay, there we go. All right, so now how do I get to my Patreon? Oh, okay, well, maybe it's there again. I don't know. So where's my URL? Patreon. Okay. Oh, my goodness. Oh, come on. And then what's the copy? I'm just trying to see if my page is back up now. If it went. Oh, that's not right. Damn it, that's not what I said. Okay. Well, there it is. So. All right, now let's try it again. Well, that's my inside. That's not what people should see publicly. I don't understand this. Anyway, Patreon has gotten all weird on me now. Okay. Yeah. But Patreon's owned by leftists too, so I got a lot of videos on here. Yep. Anyway. 2 members. Anyway, sorry about that. So, yeah. Alec Botha says, colored Indian people don't have to worry. Of the 5 families helped in Finn, I don't know what that we helped in Finn. Last 14 years, 2 were colored. One of those families actually asked that their race is before the process started. Yep. A similar experience is mentioned by Lana. Was my phone too full? Came right. I was sorted. Sell it. Okay. All right. When is Elon buying YouTube? Yeah, not soon enough. The truth does hurt, Carlos. Yeah, millions of content creators complain about where the algorithms are. YouTube left, right. Yeah, okay, Dogzilla, once again, you're talking about irrelevant. That's not germane. I'm not complaining about the algorithm. We've already talked about that. The algorithm is what promotes or doesn't promote your video and expose the people. This isn't what's happening here. You're not listening. And I'm just going to start ignoring you if you're just going to be tone deaf. Keep reminding everyone these algorithms are written and crafted by people. Exactly. It's done intentionally. These things are done. It's not like a computer just decides. Oh, Xavier's still waiting. Left and YouTube are anti-truth. You're correct about that, Platinum Beer. Thing of Nouns, what's up? From Namaqualand, when YouTube starts bugging around, even Google can't translate what I say. Okay. Thank you, Heinrich. Geneda, thank you for that. There, I used the Afrikaans Geneda when it should be Geneda. Geneda. Well, yeah, so I don't know what to say about that. So let me see if my video is actually up on the other side. Okay. It should be published now. And it is. It's got a few views on it. Anyway, so that video did an image here. It didn't come out so well. Trump. Yeah, I got another good image here. That's cool. Anyway, off to the clinic. Good luck at the clinic, Joey from Vike. I know what that's like from yesterday. Maybe it's because my channel viewership is so small. Do you love playing the role of dumbass, don't you? Top 1%. Small. 99+% of the other tens, hundreds of millions of YouTube channels are smaller. Good Lord, small channel. Give me a break. Oh, Dogzilla. You really do like being an ass, don't you? You really do like being an ass. All right, I know. He's just trolling for it. That's what it is. Dogzilla just wants, that's what's going on. I got it. Okay, I got it, man. I got it. Okay, I got it. I got it. I got it.
Dogzilla monster, yeah, it's too much. Hey! Bet you think this jam is all you'll play. Splashing through the Colonial stream, throwing shade like it's a meme. No facts, just vibe. Each one a scene. Warning, stacking, count it out. In, tweet, 3, time out! Colonel says, with a sly little grin, some journos out there, bit thick in the bin. But rocks don't tweet. They just chill, they don't spin story.
What are you talking about? You watch a local news station with 32 million views? I find bullshit.
Or send out the bell. Life's too short for moaning and grind. Share the lack of the truth, the crime. Chuck the ugly, leave it behind. Let the truth dance out. Let it shine. No time for drama, no space for spite. We groove truth. Living in a fairyland, shame man please. Keyboard warrior with no real steeds. Typing daggers, throwing shade. But words don't scar, they just fade. So what's your handle, winner? Be cool, be a friendly troll, not a Peter fool. Listen up, facts are fire. Smart is sexy, no need to conspire. Colonel's truth, yo, it hits like a drum. Breaks the fake, makes the trolls go numb. Some peeps laugh, some just moan. Colonel, leave the rocks alone. Life's too short for moaning and grind. Share the lack of the truth, the crime. Chuck the ugly, leave it behind. Let the truth dance out. Let it shine. No time for drama, no space for spite. We grew with truth. We jam it
right. He just wanted to hear his theme song, that's all. That's courtesy of Kathy Price. Yeah, and it's a tribute to Dogzilla. It's actually a pretty good song. It's not the size of the boat, it's the motion in the ocean, indeed. Also, on YouTube, and most of these things, news programs are programs that struggle with consistency because, we're not telling dirty jokes or silly pet tricks. So, anyway. LZ Funroy, welcome to you. Saunders going for medicals. Clouds are gathering indeed. Who owns YouTube? Google. Google is owned by Alphabet. There you go. There you go. Armand, welcome to you. Jeremy from Indonesia saying that Dogzilla's been sniffing too much of that Boeing jet fuel fumes. A Middle Pennsylvania type hat. I don't know about that. Don't know about that. Cindy says, I'm getting divorced today. Whoa. You don't say, Cindy, huh? So, are you telling me? Are you on the market? Are you back on the market, Cindy? Hey, fellas, I hear Cindy's available tomorrow. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Just saying. Congratulations, Cindy. It sounds like you're happy to be out of that. So, yeah, no, fellas, if you're looking, Cindy is available tomorrow. Oh, I got a new song. Oh, Cindy, I hope you don't mind. I got a new song. Oh, for me, anytime. No, I want to do a song called Cindy is Free. Is that okay with you? Cindy's free today. Not yesterday, but today. Oh, Xavier, got any kids? Oh, dear God. Okay, you're going to be warned now, Mr. Callahan. All right. No caps. You don't come here seeking attention. I'll accept it as an honest mistake. No one is allowed to use all caps. It's disrespectful. It's rude. It's shouting. It's attention seeking. You've come in my program and you put all caps. I am politely telling you not to do it. All right. So I'll assume you don't know the rules. So we're going to put you there. He said, why would the U.S. government only allow 7,000 when 350,000 showed interest? And what's the motive? First off, where do you get 350,000 figure from? What motive? We don't have to let anybody in. Zero. Daniel's question isn't whether it's legit or not, Dogzilla. Once again, you are distracting from the facts. There are rules, and people must follow rules. This isn't Seattle. This isn't Portland. We have rules here. We follow the rules. We respect others in the chat. And I'm not saying Daniel intended to be disrespectful, but that was rude. And so Daniel has not been given a timeout. Daniel is still here. If Daniel would like to contribute to the conversation and ask the question again in a reasonable fashion, I will address it. But you are not entitled to anything. We don't have to let any of you in this country. Where do you get off saying, what's the motive? Where do you get off saying, why? Who cares if 4 million South Africans express interest? You have no right to come here. We don't have to take you. Why? What are you talking about? This is America. This is a sovereign country. I can't just go live in South Africa because I want to live in South Africa. It doesn't work that way. Anyway, so Cindy, Fonz wants to know if you support the Sharks. If you're not a Sharks fan, it's out. Oh my goodness. Peter Talliard, what's going on? How you doing there, man? Yeah, so okay, let's take a look at the presidential determination letter, which is out there. Okay, so hang on a second. Okay, there we go. So here it is. This is the letter. It is published officially in the Federal Register on the 31st, which is just a few minutes away from the 31st, exactly 17 minutes here on the East Coast. Presidential Determination 2025-13, Presidential Determination on Refugee Admissions for fiscal year 2026. The admissions of up to 7,500 refugees to the United States during the fiscal year 2026 is justified by humanitarian concerns or is otherwise in the national interest. And it includes that previous executive orders are still applicable, including Executive Order 14204, which provides for refugee resettlement of Afrikaners from South Africa who are victims of unjust racial discrimination. So that's what it is. That's what we're talking about tonight, and that is the issue. So, all right, there we go. That's down now. Right. Well, you see, Mr. Callahan just threw that in there and then disappeared. Just threw that in there and disappeared. We didn't give him a timeout. Mr. Callahan has not gotten a timeout. He just disappeared on his own. Yes, Tracy Mercer. Too many people expecting instead of being grateful. Exactly. Suzanne Stain says, avoid online dating. Does Trump's president's term explain why the number is so minuscule? It doesn't have to explain anything like that. Why would it explain that? It's in the national security interest, and that's the bottom line. That's what's being done here. So, Dogzilla, you got your answer. Yep, I do not blame President Trump limiting refugees. The U.S. needs fixing first. Exactly. President Trump promised the voters, the 80-plus million people who voted for him, that he would put Americans first, and he's putting Americans first, and this is part of it. It's funny because on February 6th, no South Africans could come to America as refugees. Now, 93% of the people that will be admitted as refugees in the coming fiscal year that we're in now will be from South Africa. And people are bitching. 93 freaking percent and people are bitching. Honestly. I'm sure online dating is a minefield. I'm sure dating is a minefield, you know? No, Cindy. I said, can I make a song? I don't care about the online dating. I just want you mind if I make a song. Oh, my goodness. 93%, ladies and gentlemen. Think about that. 93% of the allocation for this fiscal year, which no one's coming right now. So that's another month gone. Okay. 93%. Yeah, what's the question mark for? I'm on 93%. Okay, well, let's turn this around. In fiscal 2024, 125,000 was Joe Biden's bullshit cap for invasion of America. Okay, let's go with that. So there were 400 South Africans who came, divided by 125,000 equals 0.0032%. Yeah, so last year, oh, I can make a song. Cool. Let's see how it goes. So 125,000, of which just 400 RSA refugees. That equals 0.0032%. Okay? FY25. FY26. 7,500 refugees, of which 7,000 are from South Africa. That equals 93%. There you go, folks. There you go. You do the math. 93% versus 0.0032. Well, Armand, we've already made that observation. Thank you. We've already made the observation. 400 have come in 8 months. Now 7,000 more will be admitted in 10 months. What's the beef? What's the complaint? We took 400 South Africans in 8 months. Now, in the course of 10 months, we're going to take, so how many times is that? So 7,000 divided by 400. That is nearly 18 times the pace. We are going to increase the number of South African refugees by a factor of 18. 18. Ladies and gentlemen, perspective. 18 times as many South Africans will come here in the next 10 months as came here in the first 8 months. Perspective. Cindy's jeans? No, that's not it. That's Sydney, not Cindy. Yeah, no. Cindy is free today. Yeah. Richard Wilkins says, I think the 7,500 number is actually fair, judging by how many people are actually at the interviews and being processed. I, for one, am grateful for an olive branch. People are ungrateful. All right. There are high schools all over the place near me that seat more than 7,500 people. It's a tiny number. Well, Dogzilla, then you should run for president and change the policy. Okay, what about thank you, Mr. President America? You don't know, let's bitch and complain. Exactly. Email yesterday for RCS confirming our status ready for departure. We only waiting for new flight details. People keep in. There you go, Rian Kronik. Congratulations. Conrad says that number was given to people like Dogzilla to make them wonder forever. Again, ladies and gentlemen, mark my words, the 30th of October, if the end of the fiscal year, it's more than 7,000, I wouldn't be surprised. All right, Armand, thanks for coming in here. And it's, what you said is fair, pointing it out. It is a huge reduction, but there's not a reduction. Here's the thing. The number of refugees that were permitted by the presidential determination from South Africa in 2025 was zero. Yet 400 came. Are you tracking with me, guys? Armand, you still there? Did you leave already? In fiscal year 2025, which we just ended, President dipshit Biden authorized 0 South Africans to come to America out of 125,000. And we only took in like 25,000 or 26,000 for the year. All right, so last year, the authorization for South Africans was 0, and we took in 400. We exceeded the cap. There was 0 for the country of South Africa. The way this works is they divide up, not in this letter, but in the what's given to Congress, the report is given to Congress, they divide it by conflicts, by types of refugees, by regions, and South Africa was excluded. Not a single South African was authorized to come here last year, yet President Trump authorized and 400 came. So now 93% of those being authorized to come this coming year, instead of 0%, are from South Africa. That's how you have to look at this. The glass is definitely half full, not half empty. Thanks, Armand. I appreciate your input. Avoid online dating and Facebook phonies, please. Only go out with someone you know for a while. And the U.S. is the only country in the world that's offered this. That's correct. I keep saying, Dougie Ray, what's up, man? JJ Kruger, welcome to you. Stephen Arquia is hoping. Okay, avoid Amazon in America. It'll suck your budget dry. Well, Hannes Olafir, you do have to be careful. In fact, I need to go to Amazon and order something. So is my Patreon back up? I don't understand. I can't figure this quite out. Oh, this got me down as a member. Okay, I don't understand. Oh, my Patreon is weird. I don't know. No, I got to go to Amazon. That reminds me, I need to order some licorice. I need some licorice. Same gratitude can't be expressed. All right, cool beans. Let me go to my previous orders in Amazon, and I'm going to order. Come on. Where's the orders at, man? Oh, here we go. Got to go there. Boy, this stuff gotten so expensive. It used to be $8 now. It's $17 for the freaking licorice. Unbelievable. I like how they keep raising the prices. Then they put a cut and like they're giving it. I was getting my toner at $16 a cartridge, and now it's $30 a cartridge, and they say minus 20%, $24. That's plus 25%. You morons! Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! Oh, actually, I need that. That's a pair of socks. I had to cart 2 of those. Okay, so there we go. Rayan Cruddy gave 140 Rand. Yeah, clouds are gathering. Yeah, team is sucking people dry. What else we got here? Something else I need? Oh, sheep protectors. Yeah, I could use those again. Make another binder. Add to cart. Okay. Okay. Anything else I need here? Nope, doesn't look like it. I think that'll do it. Let me go. Whoa. What have I got in my cart? $176. That's way too much. Oh, I have a microphone in there. Save for later. And a book. Save for later. Okay, that's a little more like it. That's a little more like it. By the way, 2 November is when some of this stuff will be coming. And on 2 November will be, ladies and gentlemen, 42 years since I joined the Army. Is that right? Good Lord. Now they're trying to get me to buy other stuff, which I don't need. If I order the next 6 minutes, I'll get this. I got 6 minutes order. That's funny. Okay. All right. I placed my order. There you go. Just like that. I've ordered licorice and document protectors. There you go. Join your live. Sorry, overslept. Does the ones that have started the process, are we part? Ruben, if you are not here and you come over in this fiscal year, which runs from October 1st to September 30th of next year, you are in that 7,000 number. That is correct. Imagine the comments if this number gets increased in the future. This is me, the Taurus excreting. Yeah, exactly. My dad was Afrikaans too, my mom English. I suppose we just have to wait and see what happens. Okay. Again, folks, see, I don't know how many times I have to emphasize this. I've done a short. I've done a video published now. Many of you have been watching the show, so you haven't seen it because it was published as the show went live. And I've done a 2-hour live stream earlier this evening. The presidential determination says Afrikaners. The program has been applied to Afrikaners, Coloreds, and Indians, all of whom have come. Some of whom are in the process of coming here right now. Hey, Daniel is still here. Okay. So please don't use all caps. Thank you, Daniel. I'm glad you're still here. Cool. You probably didn't know. I'll assume you didn't know. The only person that uses all caps on here is my moderator, Hendo, and that's so it stands out. It's also because Hendo he's broke, he's cheap, he's a refugee who fled or an asylum seeker from South Africa 30 years ago and never could make it in England, so he lives from paycheck to paycheck, and those are pretty rare. So oftentimes Hendo can be seen walking through the parks of Bournemouth and Poole and southwestern England, begging for money in the streets at park benches. It's unfortunate. Hendo, but he's a survivor. He continues. He keeps pushing along. And so with our concern for his welfare, we don't mess with him. We allow him to use all caps. So he's the exception on the channel, Daniel. My grandfather used to tell us kids that liquor's made from blood. Okay, Sumarenthi, go to work. See you on the next one, 8 a.m. All right, day is getting on the way. Yeah, no, I gotta deal with the Dubai time frame because the Namibia will be playing. It's coming up. Yep. Right. So I've ordered myself some fresh licorice. See, I had to be careful about ordering things. I have no money. I'm not getting paid. Yes. What size is that one? It's 4 terabytes for a solid state drive. Man, that's a pretty good deal. $239. I could use that. I have 1 terabyte and I can't find the space on the damn motherboard where it goes. It's driving me nuts. I should send a picture of my motherboard to Utopi and have him highlight where the place is that I put that in because he would know. Yeah, no. I bought a 1 terabyte solid state drive a couple years ago and I opened the case up like, where the hell am I supposed to mount it? I see where the other one's mounted. I couldn't find a place to mount it. I'm looking all over. Where does it go? Where does it go? I couldn't find a place. So, yeah. I should probably send him the... But I did pick this up the other day. This is a 256 gigabyte solid, USB thumb drive. It's a solid state, actually. Check that out. USB-C. Goes right in my newer laptop. The one I bought before the tariffs went into effect? Tracy, again, I've shared this many times. My expectations that the shutdown, if it was going to end, would not end until the 30th or 31st, Friday, because people get paid on Friday. But I don't think that's going to happen today. I suspect it's going to go on until just before Thanksgiving now. Yeah, so... All right, Petrus is out of here. Take care. Okay. All right. What else we got here? Ooh, there's a table. I never did buy that table. I've been thinking, if maybe when I get paid again, I've been thinking about buying a cappuccino machine. Yeah. Cappuccino machines for home. Ooh, but they're expensive, man. Oh, yeah, look at this. $600. Whoa! Whoa! That is expensive. $1,200. Damn! $699. It looks like something that you have in a factory. It's crazy. Yep. $139. Okay, that's good. That's a little bit better. I could swing that. $600, $900. No, I can't manage that. Prime. This one's $123. It's usually. Why is that? Who's that from? Probably some Chinese crap. There was one here that was from DeLonghi. Okay, that's a name brand. $179. It's usually $229. Let me check that one out. Yeah, a lot of people aren't going to get paid. A lot of people haven't been getting paid already. I get paid once a month, so I don't notice until the end of the month. Air traffic controllers are working multiple jobs on the eve of Thanksgiving. I hadn't thought about that, Xavier. Maybe that's what's going on. The air traffic controllers are failing to show up at work or doing something on the side so that they can feed their family. That might be what's going on there. Maybe they're not on strike. Invited for a cappuccino when we get there? Well, sure, Tracy. Sure. I live in Montana. Feel free to stop by. Ruben's getting ready for work. You take care. Methinks there are Dems that still value family, and being unable to get together on Thanksgiving is going to make a turkey extra. Exactly. That's why that's my target now. 15th to the 20th. What day is Thanksgiving this year? Oh, let's see. October, November, Thanksgiving is going to be on the 27th. So sometime between the 15th and 27th is when the Democrats will cave, I think. What's for that 14,000 for that thing? Wow. Facebook Marketplace for $440. Good Lord. Breville, is that the brand? Well, this one here is a DeLonghi, which is well named. Let's check this one out, okay? Hang on, okay, here we go. I don't want that. Okay, here we go. So here it is. This is the one I'm looking at. I mean, DeLonghi Classic Espresso Machine with milk frother, 15-bar pump and temperature control, barista coffee maker kit for espresso, latte, cappuccino, and iced coffee. Italian stainless steel design. Ooh, that sounds cool. None of that means anything to me. I don't know anything about coffee. None of that means anything to me. The only good cappuccinos I ever get are in South Africa. That's the truth. Okay, DeLonghi Eletta Explorer. Okay, let me try that one, okay? Let's see if that's even available here on this side of the Atlantic. DeLonghi. What is that? Where'd it go? Somebody had it there. Okay, there it is. ELETT Explore. There it is. DeLonghi Eletta Explorer. Okay, found it. Oh, yeah, it's $1,000, man. Actually, no, it isn't here. They don't have it. They just have stuff that's similar to it. They don't carry it. All right. Yeah, these things are too expensive, man. People take their coffee way too seriously. I mean, if I were to get something like this, this looks like something, you know, I could start my own Amazon with this damn thing. Or not even, I could start my own Starbucks with this. I mean, look at this. Stop. Okay, no, I went to there. Okay, so, yeah, you could start your own Starbucks with this thing. Look at this. $752. Look at that thing, man. La Specialista Prestigio Espresso Machine. Oh, hurry. There's only 6 left in stock. Rian Cronia is out of here, too. Tell myself the cap can always be increased with some effort. And this cap is just for the next 12. Correct, Dirk Kutsia. That's correct. That is correct. It's only for the next 11 months, not 12. Do you predict a higher cap for the next 2 years? Daniel, that's a good question. I don't know. I think we have to see how this year goes. And also, I would not be even remotely surprised, I've said that several times already today, to see the number exceed 7,000. Just saying. You have to consider there's no guarantee for consecutive Republican term, which makes people anxious. Daniel, you don't know our political system. What do you mean consecutive Republican term? President Trump is president for 3 more years after this. 3 more years. So he's president in 26, 27, and 28. That's 3 more years. Even if he set the cap at 7,000 per year, that's another 21,000. Right? A Seiko. I've got one since 2012. 25,000 coffees. Good Lord, George. Your stomach must love coffee. Well, his term is not over till 2029. So it's a long time until then. January 2029 was when he ends his term in office. That's a long time from now. A lot can happen between now and then. Between now and then, I'll be old and wrinkled and not dead sexy like I am now. I'll have to shave my beard off so I can look younger. Yeah. Exactly, Dirk. Because you hit it spot on. Internal, a lot of internal and behind-the-scenes politics is driving this. Yep. Sloth Puppy says best YouTube-based news and analysis. Thank you, Colonel. You're very welcome, Sloth Puppy. Good to see you again. Yep. Yep, we'll see. I'm going to go back to work next week, which is in Cape Town. I'm now in Nelspruit at home, but when I go, I'll come back in January. Tion in Nelspruit. Okay, cool. And Urban Homestead has a Seiko as well, too. Perfect cuppa, just not hot enough for my liking. Okay. Have to go. Sorry, I watched that. Okay, El Marie, thanks for being here. Appreciate it. How are we doing on viewers? We were at 200 last time. Look, we dropped to 194. And, man, we got a super €100 super chat from Dirk Kutsia, man. Wow. And that's coming in just in time because I'm trying to see if we can beat last month because we've gone down every single month in revenue since May. And we just need a little bit more to get there. So I think we might make it now. Oh, we're close. We're close. It's all up to... It has through the 29th. Okay, we should make it because the 30th and then 2 more days left. And so I am $120 short of what it was last month. So we might make it. And that will arrest a trend of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 months well, it's all about the ads, folks. The ad revenue has really dropped off the charts. The ad revenues now is not even the biggest one. Cindy will make me capture. Oh, we're supposed to make that song for Cindy. We got to go do that. I get distracted. Okay, Cindy. Let's see what we can come up with for Cindy. Okay, so let me bring that over here so I'm not staring sideways at that. It's a little distracting for you guys. Let's go to create. Okay, I want to do... oh, here we go. All right. Okay, lyrics. Okay, I spelled it wrong. What was that? Somebody just did something. Paul, I haven't given one in a while. Money is tight. No, dude, don't give money if you can't afford it. My goodness. Paul, please don't do that. Thank you so much. Which the country is shifting to the right at such a fast rate as long as the economy improves, inflation goes down. When surprise in advance wins a landslide and keeps the program. Yes, I agree. Did you guys see the Turning Point stuff? Oh my goodness, at Ole Miss, University of Mississippi, Turning Point event had a massive crowd, and yeah, it's looking good. It's crazy. So let me get back to the song creation here. I'm kind of excited to see how this what's journey. Wait. Okay. Well, I'm saying. All right, well, it's giving me a lot more lyrics this time. Let me see how it goes. No, that's not what I want. G-R-E. All right, let me see, Cindy. All right, so let's go. Okay. Okay, all right, so you guys still here? Did we lose everybody? We'll lift up all the single spirits, I'm sure, too. Okay. Tracy Merchant, just a drop in a bucket towards a cappuccino machine. 100%, yeah. 100% convinced Vance will take it for 2 terms. He's being taught by the master. Yeah. Yeah, Rubio probably vice president. I think so. Did you see that Kamala Harris is actually thinking of running? Did you see what she said? She's throwing Joe Biden under the bus now. It's hilarious. And she's crying that Trump is building a ballroom. Oh, those starving children. Oh. Private donations. That's not state money. And the reason that the kids aren't eating is because of the Democrats, not Trump. Not Trump. All right, Cindy, get ready. Here we go. All right, get ready to rumble, folks. All right, well, wait a second. Where's my darn stream? There it is. All right, there we go. We're down to 191 people going to work. What are you people doing working over there? I thought you're all suffering. Here we go. Should be a bouncy, fun, energetic country tune with male vocals. Cindy is finally free.
Cindy is fine.
Now, that'll give me 46 seconds. Are you still here? Cindy, or not, Kathy, 46 seconds. This okay, I got to redo this. This is what pissed me off. This site has lost its mind. It's acting like fools. Okay, so that's what happened here. So, yeah, that's not going to work. X. I'm kind of irritated. By default, it did something. Now it's going to be too much stuff. You watch. Okay. Yep, too much. Now I got to delete a bunch of text here. Still not enough. That gave me a 46-second song. That's ridiculous. All right, that'll do. Okay, here we go. Now let's see what happens. This is what irritates me. Okay, now I'm doing it again. Cindy is finally free. That was a 46-second song. That's ludicrous. So now I'm creating it with their auto thing. Fiddle. Oh, fiddle. Fun, bouncy country male vocals, driving rhythm section, upbeat tempo with acoustic guitar. Now it should come out well. Okay, let's see. That's just kind of, oh no. Yeah, I know, 46 seconds. Hey, Charles, what's going on? Yeah, it's because it basically took the words and it's someone speaking them. It's crazy. All right, so, okay, Cindy's free today. Here we go. All right, let's see how this one goes. You guys ready? All right. For you, Cindy.
She signed the papers just this morning, tossed that ring like it was warning, grabbed her boots, her jeans, her favorite hat, and hit the town. She's done with that. Cindy's got a smile, boys, it's shining bright. She's dancing in the neon light. Cindy's free today. Oh, Cindy's free today. The past is gone, she's on her way. New roads to take, new skies to see. Hey, fellas, you might just be her cup of tea. Cindy's free today. Oh, Cindy's free today.
Sounds pretty good so far.
She's trading heartache for a jukebox tune, spinning round under a silver moon. The weight is gone, she's feeling light. Freedom's calling her tonight. Got her eyes on tomorrow, her heels on the floor. Cindy stepping out, looking for more. Oh, life's too short to sit and cry. She's got wings now, she's gonna fly. Cindy's free today. Oh, Cindy's free today. The past is gone, she's on her way. New roads to take, new skies to see. Hey, fellas, you might just be her cup of tea. Cindy's free today. Oh, Cindy's free today. So raise a glass, let the fiddle play. She's shaking off her yesterday. The world's wide open, she's got the key. Oh, Cindy's free. Cindy's free.
Love the fiddle. Cindy, if you send me an email, I may not be responsive, but I promise I'll send you the song itself, okay? Here's the second version. There was a super chat that I need to get to that came from Yuri Smith. Would those already approved be part of the 7,500? Okay, the 7,500 isn't for South Africa. 7,000 is for South Africa, of the 7,500 apparently. Mostly Afrikaners. Yes, because it's a fiscal year. And if you haven't already come, then you're in the fiscal year. It started 1 October. So yes, those who are already approved are part of that figure. Yep. I'm not sure. Thank you for the 35 rand super chat. Not sure why some people, not you, but some people have difficulty with that. And that's going to be all. In fact, you know, the lazy turds at News 24 ought to be awake by now and realize what's going on. Let's see if they publish them. Nope, they still haven't published a story about it. Still haven't published a story. Let's see if the toilet paper record, the Independent Online, is published a story. Nope, they haven't published a story. And let's go to Times Live and see it. Nope, they haven't done it. So let's just try Daily Maverick and see if they've published one. They might have published one. No, none of those news sites have published anything about this yet. They're still asleep, warm in their beds, not doing their job as journalists. All right, so Cindy, that's the first one. This one's about 9 seconds shorter, and it's the second version of that song.
She signed papers just this morning, tossed that ring like it was warm.
I like this one.
Grabbed her boots, her jeans, her favorite hat, hit the town, she's done with that. Cindy's got a smile, boys, it's shining bright. She's dancing in the neon light. Cindy's free today, oh, Cindy's free today.
This is the one.
Past is gone, she's on her way, new roads to take, new skies to see. Hey fellas, you might just be her cup of tea. Cindy's free today, oh, Cindy's free today. She's trading heartache for a jukebox tune, spinning round under a silver moon. The weight is gone, she's feeling like freedom's calling her tonight. Got her eyes on tomorrow, her heels on the floor. Cindy stepping out, looking for more. Life's too short to sit and cry. She's got wings now, she's gonna fly. Cindy's free today, oh, Cindy's free today. The past is gone, she's on her way, new roads to take, new skies to see. Hey fellas, you might just be a cup of tea. Cindy's free today, oh, Cindy's free today. So raise a glass, let the fiddle play. She's shaking off her yesterday. The world's wide open, she's got the key. Oh, Cindy's free. Cindy's free.
Ah, I love the fiddle. Very American. Wow. All right, so Yuri Smith says, thank you very much, sir. That would mean that they would stop approving people now once. Nope. That's a false assumption. Why would you assume that, Yuri Smith? Why would they stop approving people? That's no. The program would continue in the next year unless it was canceled for some reason. So why would they stop reviewing people to put in the queue to come? Why would they do that? They still screen people to come from Congo. They still screen people to come from Somalia, from Chad, from Sudan. No, that won't stop. No, why would that stop? That's a false assumption on your part that has no basis in fact. Yes, I'm flying. We'll hopefully be in USA soon too. Okay, Cindy, cool. All right, well, now let me play the two that I just wrote all the lyrics, and it was actually short lyrics, and we got a 46-second song. Let's try that and see how it came out, okay? These are all my words.
Cindy is finally free today. The divorce is finally here, and this gal is ready to kick off her boots and celebrate her newfound freedom. Moving on, the next step in life. Looking forward to the new journeys, the next experience. Hey, once again, free from the past and ready to spread her wings, soaring on hope and the coming dawn. How will it go for the newly liberated?
Cindy, wait and see.
Now, those are the lyrics that I came up with from this cranium in about 30 seconds. I typed that, or maybe a minute and a half. Yeah, so here's the second version, a little bit longer, same lyrics. Maybe they slow it down a little bit.
Cindy is finally free today.
Ooh, yeah.
The divorce is finally here. And this gal is ready to kick off her boots and celebrate her newfound freedom.
I like this voice.
Moving on the next step in life, looking forward to the new journeys, the next experience. Hey, Phils, have you heard? Cindy is available. Think you might give her a call. She might be interested. You never know. A new day is dawning for Cindy. She is stepping out once again, free from the past and ready to spread her wings, soaring on hope and the coming dawn. How will it go for the newly liberated? Cindy, wait and see.
Now, those are my lyrics. I should do that more often. Dirk says, some of those big commercial farmers are my clients, and 100% correct. A lot of them are working dissolving trusts so their kids have funds to start over in the U.S. There you go. Oh my, I'm rather perturbed. Why are so many ladies congratulating a lady becoming single? I'm guessing she had a very unhappy experience. Yuri Smith says, thank you for clarifying. The worry is that just because you have approval does not mean that you'll be going this fiscal year. I got that. But okay, Yuri, I mean, without disclosing your situation, I'm assuming that you must be saying that you've been approved. If you've been approved, we haven't got 7,000 people waiting in the queue. So there may be a point during the year, if they continue to process at the rate they've been doing it, which is quite a bit, that we will run into that. There's also the very real possibility, and these are the unknowns, the known knowns, the unknowns. These are the unknowns. What's his name? You like to say that, but we also don't know if that cap will be hard. I don't think it will be hard. I would be surprised if it is hard. So, I mean, nothing you can do. Why worry about it? I made Cindy's day. See, guys, I made Cindy's day. So why are you worried about it? I mean, nothing you can do to change it unless you've got money to lobby in D.C. Prior to 2025, I received notifications for your show. Since 20, nothing. Now I physically search for content based on your known timetable. Well, thank you, Sloth Puppy. Yeah, see, this is, again, another person. This YouTube is up to some nasty stuff. When children and dogs are loved unconditionally, men are loved unconditionally, they'll provide. You are right about that. You are right about that, Dirk Kutsia. Yep, if men don't provide, they're not loved. Yep. Yep. And you're very welcome, Yuri Smith. Thank you for the super chat. I appreciate it. That's kind of you. We had 1,000 views on the night show. I think it's because of the title. But the bottom line here, folks, is President Trump has committed to 7,000 of the 7,500 refugee admissions in fiscal 2026 from South Africa. Executive Order 14204, which provides for refugee resettlement of Afrikaners from South Africa who are victims of unjust racial discrimination. That is the executive order he signed on February 7th, and it remains in effect. And that executive order to date has allowed whites, English-speaking and Afrikaans-speaking, as well as Indians and coloreds to come to America under the program. So all things being equal, hopefully it will continue that way. Ellie Ray, Sweet Ellie Ray, and in South Africa it's called Sorry Mare. Sorry Mare. I know Sorry Mare. I don't like that song. Afrikaners love Sorry Mare. It doesn't do anything for me. Sorry. It's not my culture, and it's kind of got a drawn-out pace. When poverty walks in the front door, love leaves out the back door. Firing over the bow here. Oh, that's good. Yuri Smith says, thank you, sir. Your honesty is always appreciated. Thank you. Appreciate it. It's kind of you. And you're very welcome. If you went through the USCIS process, and families that went through the same process are in the U.S., and we're still waiting for our approval. Devin Basson, your message makes no sense. I don't understand it. If who went through the process? Again, I don't know how many times I can emphasize this. Every case is different. Every case different. I think what Devin is asking, that Devin assumes that Devin did the same things that someone else did, and they're in the States already. Perhaps they had a priority case. Perhaps there's something in your background that's holding it up while they investigate it. Perhaps they just haven't gotten back to you and you just had the bad luck of the draw. I don't know what you're asking, Devin. Your sentences make no sense. I'm trying to use my clairvoyance to figure out what you're saying. I think I figured it out, and I think I've answered it. If I have, give me a thumbs up. Let me know. If I haven't, then try to explain a little bit better. Yep. All right. So expat is saying good day, good night. All right. Take care. Yeah. So the Truth Report is at 99,400 subscribers, and we're going to fall short. That sucks. Today's the last day of the month. We need 600 people to subscribe to the Truth Report, which I don't think is going to happen. So my chance to get a free ticket to South Africa is out the window. But it was only halfway. It was only going to pay half my ticket. So why is the referral process so opaque about the number of... Because it's a matter of law, Dogzilla. So do you think that we should also disclose how we adjudicate people's top secret sensitive compartment information and access to classified information? Should we share that? Should we share people's bank account numbers and their sexual preferences and proclivities? No. No, it's nobody's damn business. That's why. But the U.S. government could be more forthcoming in some of the information. Number of people processed, the average time it takes for someone. Yeah, they could be more transparent. Absolutely 100%. But we've seen the treason committed by members of the bureaucracy who disclose classified information to the media. So why would we take a risk of disclosing information when we have people like that? I agree, Dogzilla. You are asking for basic stats. The number of statements of interest, you're correct. The number of interviews is nobody's business because it isn't relevant, it isn't germane. Some people get 3 or 4 interviews, some people get 2 interviews. You know, it doesn't really matter. It doesn't give an indicator of anything. The number of statements of interest, that does give you an indicator. Acceptances, that does give you an indicator. And you say everything. So you said you're asking basic questions. Everything isn't a basic question. You're asking for everything. You know, Colonel, after hearing about the cap, I really was in a foolish mood, but reaction is a personal choice. And in less than an hour, the spirits are back. Yeah, there you go. I'm glad you're better. Okay. Conrad says Rob has to pay for the other half and fly me business class. No, that's not fair. I think that's a lot of money. I mean, Rob's rich, but I don't know if he's that rich. I mean, you know, a business class. Let me see what a business class ticket costs. Do you guys know what a business class ticket costs? Let me go. So MDT to Cape Town. Okay, MDT to Cape Town. Oh, flights. Okay, let me pick a date. Let's just go say after Thanksgiving, Friday the 28th of November, coming back the 20th of December. Okay, let's go. I don't want to go economy. I want to go business. You guys, did you say first class? Did you say first class? Business class. Business class. Round trip. Show flights. Let's see what that costs. I'm afraid to look. $8,000. $6,000 to $8,000. I'm guessing. Whoa! Spot on. Spot on. Look at that. Okay. And I can't go those days, obviously, because that's like 42 hours. Why is that not a direct flight? They don't even have Delta listed on there. They no longer just Delta. $7,000, $8,000 for business class. They don't have, there's Delta. $18,000. $18,000 for a 25-hour flight. What's going on? Is there no direct flight to South Africa anymore? That's crazy. $18,000. No, that's crazy. That's crazy. All right, let's go to economy and do the same thing. Show the flights. See what happens in economy. We're going to go from 18,000 down a little bit lower, down market. There we go. Now we're talking $1,500. Yep. Why is it so long? This is supposed to be a shorter flight than that. I mean, if I have to fly 40 hours to get to Cape Town, I'm not doing that anymore. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's too much. My sister is already in the States with my mom, and we all did her statement at the same time. I did the PRM email, and they did not. Only they know how they are selecting applicants. Correct. Here's another one. So people that were approved in the previous fiscal year, not fiscal, but have not flown out, do they form part of the previous fiscal year's numbers? Nope. They shouldn't because they're arriving in this fiscal year. Yep, they shouldn't. I get your logic. Your logic makes sense, but I don't think it matters. I think, unfortunately, those people, the 700, will count against this cap. I hope I'm wrong. And I like your logic, but I don't think we are. Oh, come on. Rob Hersof's first class return for South Africa's unsung ambassador. Alan says, I think Rob will still pay based on your efforts. Yep, okay. And Cindy, have a good day. Yeah, you're welcome. Song, I gave you 4 songs. Okay. I love connecting the dots when people start selling furniture and houses. Neighbors are for sale. Surely they're not packing for a removal truck through a process of elimination. Exactly. They're leaving the country. They're immigrating or they're going as refugees. Cap might just change once Bozel's actions instead of actually reporting back to Washington. Just speculating. Alana, that's understandable. And the reason I say that it's understandable is because Brent Bozel has a voice with Donald Trump. The people that work in the embassy don't interact with Donald Trump, but Brent Bozel can. Hey, Petrus, thank you for your subscription. So you might be right, but it normally wouldn't have any impact. But Brent Bozel is a political appointee with connections to Donald Trump, and therefore he may have Trump's ear. He might be able to pick up his mobile and call the president anytime and say, hey, this is what's really going on. That may be the case. Whereas in another country where it's a State Department career ambassador, they may not have that direct connection. So even though they're still the president's personal representative, they're a career State Department bureaucrat. So you may be right from that standpoint. But generally speaking, I believe that the administration is well informed about what's happening in South Africa. We asked how the selection process is working, and they basically said that based on first contact, anyone answered yes to 2 weeks' notice were prioritized. I don't know who you asked that for. Who told you that? Who told you that? First off, there was no 2 weeks' notice, so someone's pulling your leg. There was never any 2 weeks' notice. It was 30 days or less. So who's telling you that? I don't. That's rumor. I know people that put down 9 months and they were offered to go and they've gone. Gideon gave 350 Rand super chat. Thank you for that, Gideon. Appreciate it. Yeah, I know people that put down 9 months and are already in America. Because the window opened up. Their case was high priority, even though they said they wanted to go later, and they were offered and they came. So, I don't buy that story at all. Yes, Derek, I think the cap is a lot more fluid. It's been more fluid in the past, as I've said repeatedly. Okay. Paul hasn't even gotten contacted. Well, do you check your spam folder, Paul, in your email? Please check your spam folder. Don't delete your spam. Go through all of them. Look, see if you've got a message. Yeah, Charles, I know. But, you're not going to find out. So, I don't know what to tell people. You don't have access to it. I don't have access to it. We can't find out. I'm sure Rob does have a few friends that own their own private jets. After all, he's building an airport in the winelands. Yep. Andre Mostard, take care. Yes, exactly. Agreed, Colonel. Thank you, Alana. Thank you, the American taxpayer, the current administration, everyone involved, RCS, the American Congress. America is shining light in our situation, shining light in the plight. Yet America is doing much more. Very grateful. Thank you, Gideon, for the 50 Red. And you just pointed out the most important aspect of this. It is on an individual basis for those South Africans who come over as refugees. It is critically important to them, life-changing, life-altering, hopefully life-improving. And I suspect in almost every case that will be the truth. However, there's a bigger picture here, a far bigger picture here. The world can no longer not know about what's happening in South Africa based on what Trump has done here. And he continues the program. It continues to shine light on us. Every time that the fake media, legacy media in South Africa spread lies about this program and genuine journalists like myself refute their lies, and even if it's just their lies go out there, it draws attention to what's going on in South Africa. People are becoming more discerning and not believing all the BS that comes out of the media. So thank you for 350 Rand. That's awesome. I really appreciate that. The guy from RC Africa. Well, Tracy Mercer, RC Africa, the guy misspoke. There was no 2 weeks. There was never any sign that said, can you come in 2 weeks? Someone probably told him that, and he repeated it. So I'm not buying it. But thank you for sharing. That's who I figured told you that. Also, the guy from RC Africa is a Kenyan being paid a relatively, well, good for him in Kenya, a good wage, but being paid peanuts by American standards to screen people. and he's screening the people that files he are given. So he may have been given in his lane files in the next 30 days. The next guy might have been given the files next 30 days or files in the next 90 days. So that's anecdotal. And I can tell you from experience and I can tell you from contacts that that's not entirely accurate. Does that make sense? First off, well, I'm not going to go there. That's I would disclose sources. I'm not going to do that. So, okay. When will they vote to reopen? Natasha, I have no idea. When will the Democrats stop being asses? It's a good question. Love how you can see the truth from over there, but in South Africa people are blind for it. Well, yeah, you're right, Rian. It's because they're bigots. It's because they're bigots. People are bigots. They live in bigotry. Bigotry is a learned behavior. Bigotry is learned. And so people are bigots. And they refuse to accept the truth until they're the ones who are raped, until they're the ones who are carjacked, until they're the ones who are shot, until they're the ones who lose their loved ones, until they're the ones who lose their job because someone incompetent has the right skin pigmentation, until they're the ones denied a bursary, until they're the ones that lose their job so that someone else can get it based on historical injustices. Until then, they don't see it. But the thing is, without a doubt, they're going to milk this to no end to make it seem as the U.S. isn't really serious about the program. Of course, that's what the media. Well, they're still sleeping. They're not off their ass yet. So when they wake up, when the cockprot media in South Africa wake up, then we'll see what they come up with. But right now, they're not even. They're still sleeping. I mean, it's already what 6:30 in South Africa, and they haven't got their ass out of bed yet. Yep. Myanmar trafficking nightmare. That's okay. This is still haven't got news up for today. I mean, I can't take a media outlet seriously that's worth billions of dollars like Media 24 that can't be bothered to have somebody in the newsroom 24 hours a day. I mean, they're high-rise glass tower there in Cape Town, right down the street from the Cape Town Convention Center where I've been for the Netball World Cup. And I stayed in a hotel across the street recently. They can't be bothered. It's not catered deployment, it's just greed. Ooh. Enoch Gondwana says it's greed. That's what people calling out members of parliament. By the way, so let's get to that story. Hang on a second. That was in the Cockprot 24. No, it wasn't Cockprot 24. It was in the Toilet Paper of Record. Let me find that. Is that article still up? Because I did a screen capture. So let me see. Let me see if it shows up. Their search engine is terrible. So let me see. Oh, there it is. Washed up musician. Okay, Sean Rawl. Okay, this is a washed up so-called journalist. This is disgusting. Okay, this is absolutely disgusting. Okay, first off, it's fake news, and I'm going to cover it. Washed up musician, controversial Freedom Front Plus MP team up to fight Trump's white genocide spin. First off, the white genocide spin is the garbage coming from you leftist hate wankers in the media. It's not Trump's spin. Trump just repeated your garbage, and when he was asked about it, he said he didn't believe in it in the Oval Office. But you fail to report that because you're not real journalists. You're just propagandists. Also, what Freedom Front Plus MP? There's no Freedom Front Plus MP mentioned in this article. They mention Ronaldo Gos, a former Democratic Alliance member of Parliament, a current party member in the Freedom Front Plus, but he's not a member of Parliament. So that's factually wrong. And then they call Steve Hofmeyer, a man who sells out virtually every concert, a washed-up musician. What have you sold out, Seon? What have you sold out? Anything? Maybe you sold your soul out to the Toilet Paper Record. Maybe that's what you sold out. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Charles, there's so much hate for him because he stands up for the truth. And that's why that disgusting, vile, sexually confused loser is always, attacking me. One day that guy's going to piss the wrong person off. They're going to beat the living snot out of him in wherever he's at in the Netherlands or on the garden route when he comes back. He should stop being such an ass. Kwanzaa. People should not worry if you don't get in the program this year. Yeah, there you go. Just wait. Yep. So, here we go. In the strangest political jam session South Africa never asked for, a once famous musician and a Freedom Front Plus MP frequently accused of peddling racist rhetoric have suddenly found themselves on the same side. Frequently accused. That's a lie. Ronaldo Gos was smeared by your toilet paper. Your toilet paper smeared him. Steve Hofmeyer and Ronaldo Gos have taken to social media to negate the sentiments of 40-plus Afrikaners who signed a letter rejecting Trump's narrative. It isn't Trump's narrative. It isn't Trump's narrative. It's your narrative. It's your fake bullshit narrative, leftist media. And a video is coming up after this. I can't go to bed because I have to record that video. Yep. We reject the narrative. Okay, whatever. Let's be clear. South Africa faced that. Okay. The group further accused the U.S. leader of hijacking ethnic identity both in South Africa and overseas. Letter co-signed by well-known journalists, church leaders, and academics has been lambasted by Hofmeyr and Gos. Okay. Gos, who was booted from the DA following an IOL expose on his racist past. Okay, see, that is libel. Ronaldo Gos has no racist past. And you were sanctioned by the press ombudsman for your fake news reporting, IOL. And now you're doing it again. I hope somebody with deep pockets gets an attorney and they sue you into oblivion because you're lying. Ronaldo Gos has no racist past. You're shitbirds for saying that. You're disgusting, vile, repulsive human beings who have no business in proper company of Homo sapiens. You're twisted. You're sick. You're repulsive human beings. And say, you wrote this? Are you a racist? Do you hate white people? Is that your problem, Sanro? Answer the question. Because you're lying about it. What racist past? No racist past. All right, well, some people just don't learn, do they? They just don't learn. This time you won't give me timeout, but it is removed. So keep your bullshit up, Dogzilla. Anyway, where was I at? All right. All right. So here's the other thing. Last week, only 3 people turned up for a flight destined for the U.S., even though the U.S. government served 50 seats. Okay, number one, Sean Rawl, it wasn't last week. If you're going to steal content from other South African media who simply cut and paste what the Washington Times reported, at least get it right. It wasn't last week. It was the 3rd week of September, a month ago, over a month ago. And it was a week. It wasn't a flight. It was a week. Over the course of a week, 50 seats went unfilled. 50 seats that the government had pre-booked. But what happened in the 3rd week of September? What happened? Do they tell you that? The program halted sending people. It was intermittent sputtering because they were coming to the end of the fiscal year. And the 26th of September, people stopped coming. The 25th was the last day that I know that someone came over. In fact, I can't even confirm that. That's what I believe. So what a bunch of nonsense. What a bunch of nonsense. This isn't even news. This is garbage. Garbage. To date, at least 59 white South Africans have left for the U.S. as part of Special Refugee Program. Okay, that's true, but it's based on bad information. She's basing that on the 59ers that came over because she's falsely assuming that they're white. If she'd read the Washington Times article, which she's plagiarizing from, third hand, she would have realized that it's almost 400 South Africans, not white South Africans. This is not news. This is garbage. Assuming that out of 50 had their flights booked, exactly. People had flights canceled, exactly. So many people in South Africa double down rather than admit they're wrong. Yeah, because they're stubborn fucking mules. That's why. Sorry for the language at this hour. Let's not worry, okay? Right. All right, there you go. It is rubbish. This is rubbish. And not even a news story. Not even a news story. So I'm gonna cover this. I'm gonna cover this. Yeah. Well, their editors are complicit, yeah. And in fact, look, I know as a journalist and as a published author that you don't get to pick the title sometimes. So I don't even necessarily blame her for using washed up. But here's the other thing, folks. Look at this. Look at this. This is listed in the news section. You see that? News. News. This washed up musician is not news. That's opinion. Controversial Freedom Front Plus MP is simply a lie. That's not even true. He's not a member of parliament. These people are twisted. No credibility whatsoever. No credibility. Yet YouTube hides my subscribers to hide my content. Right, the booking process, I explained it very well. Context everything, but the media don't want to hear it. No, they don't, because they have a narrative. They have a racial hatred narrative. They have a hatred of Trump narrative. And I hope they all lose their damn jobs. That's an op-ed. That is not news. Not news. That is an op-ed. Anyway, all right, guys, that's enough. We've milked that cow in an hour and a half. I know they've been doing it. And Gary, I was not able to refute their garbage for years because I was on active service in the military as an intelligence officer. I couldn't be on YouTube doing these things. I had to stay off of social media mostly. Most of what I did on social media was published on LinkedIn, and I give analysis of news articles. That's what I did. But those days are over. Now I'm free to speak. And so, yeah. So I will call them out. Yeah, they just blindly believe it because it's in the news. Yeah, people are stupid. A lot of people are. Well, Phoenix, I do it to expose them and to get the truth out there. Anyway. All right, guys, be sure to hit the like button. I'd appreciate that if you don't mind. And thank you all for the super chats. They were lovely tonight, especially the first one that got it started off there from Dirk Kotsia. Thank you very much. You guys take care. God bless. Thank you so much. And if you can go over and subscribe to the Truth Report if you haven't done that, please do that on YouTube. Get us to 200,000 so Rob gets stuck paying for part of my ticket. I say let them keep exposed. Well, yeah, exactly. The longer they do it, the easier it is for me on content. So I didn't have a news story. Earlier today, I saw that story, and now I have a news story exposing them. All right, don't forget this weekend, we've got the Babas, the Barbarians, full of Springboks, actually, and South African rugby players. The Babas are playing against the New Zealand 15, and then the Springboks are playing Japan. I'll be covering that. Thank you all for being here. Take care of yourselves, and be well. Appreciate it. Cheers, everybody. Good night. God bless.
Sunlight bouncing off a sea of blue. Hear the engines roar. He's coming through on the giant carrier, a city made of steel. The sailors cheer. This is all for real. He steps on deck, a flash of red, white, and blue. The sound goes up. It's shaking me and you. 1,000 hands are clapping, reaching for the sky. The triumphant leader with that look in his eye. He's been across the world, turning night to day. They said it can't be done, but he found a way.